give you kind of a quick overview of all the types of wallets. And so you might say that all wallets fall into software, hardware, or paper. Try to give as many analogies as possible on what the heck these are and how they work. But basically, not every crypto goes into just one wallet. So if you buy Bitcoin or Ethereum or Cardano, which is like, in my opinion, the top three, even though if you go look at the top there, it's in the top 5. Okay. But if you go buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano, you're not going to be able to put all 3 necessarily into the same wallet the same way. And if you buy any other coins in the top 100 or top 50, they require some different wallets. But just to give you an idea, it's no different than taking your money, your cash, and putting it into a safe box in your bedroom, or sticking it in the bank. In the bank, it's online and available to hackers to get into the bank, or it's offline in what would be equivalent to like a hard wallet, which would be like a little black box in your bedroom. But there's even something even more different. So under the software category of wallets, there's online, which is basically a web browser or web wallet. And so I actually just, for right now, which this is being recorded on June 10th, 2021. So as time goes by, there's going to be a ton more of these. But as an example, online wallets is Coinbase. If you buy crypto on Coinbase, they have an online Coinbase wallet. So you can create a wallet right in Coinbase and you can stick your coins, move them over into the wallet, but they are online. They are on and in Coinbase. So they're considered an online wallet. Coinbase, MetaMask, or browser extensions. To me, this is like the least secure. I mean, you might say, well, what do you mean browser extension? If you install, let's say, a Chrome extension, there's Chrome extensions like MetaMask that allow you to store crypto, buy crypto and store it in your wallet. But it is, in my opinion, the least secure because it is literally in your browsers. What happens if your computer dies? You still have a MetaMask account, login and password and security, which you can install that extension onto another browser, onto another computer if your computer hard drive dies, and then it'll all still be there, but they are at risk for being hacked as well. So then there's mobile wallet. So if you're using crypto.com mobile app, for example, which is only on a cell phone, you cannot go to crypto.com desktop. There's no browser, there's no website. It is mobile only. And so you might find that you start a cryptocurrency exchange account through a mobile app. And inside that mobile app, you have the ability to store it in a wallet. And so the mobile wallet examples are like Trust Wallet is what you use if you're using crypto.com. SafePal, Mycelium, Coinami, Electrum. These are just examples. I actually don't use any of these. I did install the Trust Wallet because I do and did buy stuff on crypto.com. Very little. I have very little money in there, maybe $1,500 of different cryptos I'm messing with, but I don't have anything substantial and I don't keep it in there because I just don't trust crypto.com. 1,000 people might see this video and be like, oh, I got $10 million in crypto.com. Great. I don't do mobile wallets. Okay, so then there's desktop. So desktop examples are like Electrum, Exodus, Guardia. So basically every crypto or types of crypto go into different wallets, and that's why there's so many kinds. So if you're confused, stick with one of two or these two: a hardware wallet or an offline decentralized wallet that connects to the desktop. A desktop wallet, which what I'm going to give you an example of transferring coins into today, is Daedalus. Daedalus is used with Cardano. And so what you have to do is you have to actually send your cryptocurrency to the Daedalus wallet, which is actually located on your hard drive. You have to actually download a desktop. So desktop wallets are either you actually install the wallet on your desktop computer so that it is on your computer. If your computer would to die, it still obviously is inside that wallet, but it's like the offline. Here's an example. When Microsoft Office used to require you to install the entire thing on your desktop, it took up like 1 gig of space. And that's how you got into Microsoft Office. And when you went to another computer, let's say your mother's computer, your Microsoft Office was not on her computer. It was on your computer. That's like a desktop wallet. You actually install it on your computer. And so if that computer crashes, yeah, you can download it again because it is actually synchronized with the blockchain on the internet, and it is synchronized with a little desktop resident version. So even though it is on your computer, it's constantly synchronizing with the internet, but it is more secure because it is offline. And so when you transfer crypto from, let's say, Coinbase to an offline wallet, it is offline. It is not hackable online. So that's why I like the desktop wallets. And so you have to search and do some research, and don't make this as a quick decision. But I think you need to go online and say, okay, what currency did I buy? Bitcoin, Ethereum, ADA, Binance, whatever it is. Maybe you buy altcoins, right? Maybe you buy the alternative coins, which are the smaller coins, which are more like from 50 to 100. Like if you say top 100 coins and they're like way down there, maybe you're buying a bunch of altcoins. Well, they're stuck in all kinds of different wallets, and so I would Google what wallet does, Cardano require, and then you'll find it out. And so basically I'm going to do that for you right now. I'm going to keep this up. And we're going to go to, I did the search basically. Went back to Google and I typed how to download the Daedalus wallet. Or you could type in, where do I store my Cardano cryptocurrency? Either way, that's what you need to Google whenever you buy a cryptocurrency. So buy it on an exchange, but then Google, what wallet do I need to hold my Ethereum crypto? And then you'll find that on the Ethereum website, it tells you. And in this case, it tells you on the Cardano website. I'm sorry, Cardano.org. If you just go to the cryptocurrency website, you should be able to see on their website what wallet is necessary, what exchange can you buy the cryptocurrency on, and everything about it. If you can't find that information, I probably wouldn't buy that. But basically, in here, I don't know, it's nested down somewhere. And you say, okay, what do I have, a Mac, a Linux, or a Windows? So let's just say I want Linux, I want Windows, which is what I did. And I click download, and it basically prompts me to download it. Now, this takes a while. Okay, it took a total of like 3 hours or maybe 2.5 hours to actually do this completely. But I downloaded this program, this wallet, and I installed the wallet. And once I installed the wallet, it took like maybe 2 hours or so to synchronize the wallet with the blockchain. So I'm going to just bring my wallet up for you to see. And it shows up. This is the executable file I started, and to install it, it took a while to install. And once I installed it, nothing really showed up for me until, of course, I created a username and a password. And I went through all the verifications of that, which is very, very simple and step-by-step. It walks you through it. But then it takes a long, long time to synchronize. So what it is actually doing is downloading the entire blockchain, a version, to your desktop. Yes, I had to clear some documents and clear and make space for it to download. And then it basically was available for me to send cryptocurrency to the wallet. But I take a long time to actually look at everything and go through everything. So this is taking a minute, so just give it a second. So it's opening up the desktop application called Daedalus Wallet. So I want to get right to it, but while it's installing, I want to go back to this for a second, because there are also hardware wallets, which I am going to show the details of transferring crypto like Bitcoin to my hardware wallet, which I have a Nano X. And there are paper wallets. I don't trust paper wallets, Paper wallets are basically, you go to a wallet generator, okay, website, and you actually generate a QR code, which holds the key to your crypto. I just think this is very, very insecure. And so I am not going to spend a lot of time on paper wallets. If you want, you can Google what are paper wallets, but they are basically QR codes that hold the key to your crypto stored online. So this is the Daedalus software. I understand I need to complete installation before starting. Oh, I guess there's an update. Yeah, Daedalus 4.1.0. Well, that's cool. You can watch this. We'll see how long it takes. If it takes too long, I might have to stop the video and start it again. So I buy those on Coinbase. But what happens when I buy on Coinbase is I buy it on a Thursday, but it takes 3 days to sit in Coinbase before it's actually available for me to transfer off to a wallet. I don't know. They just have this period of time. And I think that that's because it actually takes 3 days to pull it out of your bank account in some cases. But they have a 3-day wait period after you buy it on Coinbase, after you buy any cryptocurrency on Coinbase, where it is actually available. You can trade it immediately, but you can't take it off Coinbase for 3 days. And so when the 3 days is up, I try to move it somewhere more secure. And I have synchronized completely my Daedalus wallet. When it is complete, you have these options on the left-hand side. I mean, I've spent like an hour, possibly even more, just kind of looking through everything. But I just wanted to walk through just a couple things. Once you install the Daedalus wallet, it's going to take a long time, like hours, to synchronize. So at the top left is basically every wallet that I've created. So you might wonder, or you might be confused, because this is just happens to be what I named my wallet number 1, the first wallet I created. I didn't initially know what to do, so once it was synchronized, there was nothing on the screen, there was nothing in it. And I basically said, well, let me add a wallet. And I named it. So if you click on add wallet, you can create a new wallet. You can pair a hardware wallet device, which is what you would do when I try to pair this to my ledger. That's what I'll do. You could restore. So let's just say your hard drive died and you got a new one and you installed this new Daedalus wallet by going to the Daedalus IO website that we're on, the daedaluswallet.io. You download the required program, and then you do a restore a wallet or paper wallet using the wallet recovery phrase. So this is why when you first set up your Daedalus wallet, just like on setting up the hardware wallet ledger, you have to create, a phrase, and this will allow you to restore all the content inside it. So you never lose it. Or here you can import wallets from another earlier version of Daedalus or the Daedalus state directory. So I wanted to create one, so I'm going to go ahead and create one right now. And let's just say, I want to call it test. And you're going to enter a password. I have like one that I use that's pretty strong. Create Shelly wallet. Click I confirm. This is the phrase that will have to be recorded if you ever want to recover this wallet, get into it when you download another one, or anything basically. I mean, you need to write it down. Like, don't do a screenshot of it. And probably even for me to delete it. So let me just do something I would say never, ever, 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 ever do, which is take a picture of it, because I'm going to get rid of this. So let's just say, yes, I have written down my wallet recovery phrase. And now it basically asks you to put in that recovery phrase that you just wrote down. And I will go ahead and do that. And then you say, I understand, and you say confirm. This is creating a wallet that you're going to send money, or really ADA coins, from an exchange to this wallet. So you can't buy directly from this wallet, but you can move it from this wallet to an exchange. And that's what I have right now. I've got Cardano coins sitting on Coinbase, ready to go into a wallet and be moved off. So you might hear a lot of YouTubers say, you know, there's an enormous amount of crypto being moved off the exchanges, meaning they're storing it in their wallets for long-term holding. So your transaction history for this wallet is being synced with the blockchain. Anyway, I created 3 wallets because I wanted to stake my Cardano into different pools. And when I first moved everything I initially had, which was almost 10,000 Cardano, when I first moved this over into this first and what I thought was going to be my only wallet, it said when I went to stake it, which means apply all of the Cardano in the wallet to a pool that I would earn every 5 or 6 days, that I would earn a return on my ADA in the form of more ADA. And so, so don't be confused by these names, but so let me just click on this top, the second one down here, which is to show where I staked all of this. Well, when I went to go choose a pool to stake my ADA, now you can unstake at any time. You're not locked in. Some staking pools require you to stay for 6 months or 12 months or 3 years. And for that, you get a higher rate of return, like maybe 8, 9, 10, or 13%. But in this case, I staked this 9,691 ADA to the stake pool called Paul, which it earns somewhere around 5.6% every 6 days. And you can see that there's 3 days left that I will get more rewards. So rewards is your just your return, your 5.6%. So when you go to identify a pool to stake your Cardano, you want to look to see, well, how much is that pool earning in return? And so if you want to identify a pool to stake it to, I know I haven't showed you how to move it over yet, but let me just show you. Once you move it over, you're going to be like, what do I do now? Well, what you do now is you can either let it sit in this wallet, which will basically just change the price based on what Cardano's price is on the exchange. You know, if Cardano goes up to $2, you'll have $2 times however many you have in your wallet. But what you really want to do is you want to stake your ADA to a pool and earn more every 6 days. And so I ended up staking all of that 9,600 to the Paul 1. I have been watching a lot of his videos on YouTube, and my biggest concern was I don't want to stake it to anything where the guy's going to disappear, or the girl's going to disappear, and they're in it, but then now they're out of it, and they're not responsible, and they aren't like in this for the long term. So I've been watching his videos for a very long time, and I like the way he explains things. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to stake all of mine to his pool. So I did. So here is where it says, what are the rewards I've earned so far? So every 6 days you receive a percentage of what you have staked return in the form of rewards, and the rewards you earn is more ADA. So I think it's important, if you're confused about where to stake your money and which pool to use, that would be something to not rush into, but to make sure that whoever created the pool, whoever's managing it, because honestly, one day I plan on having a pool. But when I looked at the requirements, there's a significant amount of requirements, and I am not going to take that lightly. And I wouldn't take staking my money into someone's pool lightly. So definitely do research on who the person is that has it, how long they've been in crypto, if they plan on being in forever, like what is their reputation, how involved are they in Cardano, and all that kind of stuff. So at this moment, I want to send some ADA that I have on Coinbase to the CCS Future 0. You can send as many times as you want into one wallet, but when you go to stake, you actually have to stake everything in the one wallet to one pool. And so that's what happened here. I said, okay, well, everything in here I'm going to stake to Paul. But then I found Bloom, and I really wanted to stake to Bloom because it was a little bit higher return on my money. So I just decided to create a second wallet. And this one is basically for the future of my kids. This one is for my retirement. And this one I staked to Bloom. And so at any point in time, if you find another pool that you want to stake to, or some other thing like the thing I talked about in the video for Sunday Swap, whatever, if you want to redelegate to another pool, all you got to do is you go to the second down delegation center, see where you have Cardano staked, and go redelegate. You click on redelegate and it says follow these steps to configure delegation preferences for your wallet. Be aware that the last step of the delegation confirmation will incur transaction fees. And so we're not going to redelegate anything, but it's really easy to do that, and you can do that. So you're not stuck for like so many years or time period. That's one thing I like. And so then the third one down, we'll get back to transferring it, is voting registration. I don't have anything to do with that. I don't really mess with that, but if you want to participate, you'd have to do some research on that. And the fourth one down is just kind of preferences. So make sure you set the format you want and the date and time and your time format. And here you can see conversion currency for displaying your ADA balances. Here you can say the stake pools that it's going to show is the IOHK. If I click on this, it just says custom server or none. I just left it by default. And themes, that's just how you want to see the wallet. Terms of service for Cardano, and support if you ever have a problem with your wallet or your Cardano or transferring it or whatever. So let's go ahead and transfer some Cardano. So we're at the back, we're at the top left again, and here is the summary of what I have in this wallet. So if you have 10 wallets on the left-hand side, okay, 10 wallets, you have to click on the wallet, and then you will have the options to send from it, receive to it, what transactions you've done in that wallet. And then there's also a more button. You can go to the settings on more, and it'll just tell you the last time this wallet's been updated. You should verify your recovery phrase in 5 months. So they recommend every 6 months. It's been a month since I started it. Public key, click reveal on the right-hand side to do or delete wallet. So obviously I'm going to go in and I'll delete the test wallet, but this is where you would do it. You go to more settings, scroll to the bottom, delete wallet. Transactions would be everything I've done inside this wallet so far. Receive is what I'm going to use here in just a second to receive more ADA in this wallet. Now, one thing I haven't done, which we can find out here together live, is I have not staked everything in a wallet and then tried to add more to that particular wallet, but we'll see how that works. Here you can send from your wallet to someone else. So let's just say you buy a bunch of Cardano and you're like, want to send a friend 5 Cardano to get them started in life. This is where you can do it. You can paste the address to send to. If you know someone's wallet address, you can send them crypto. And here's just a summary of like everything that's happened. So that's what I wanted to mention, is just that you have all these options on this wallet. And then here on this wallet. So I'm going to do something here. I'm going to send 300 of my Cardano on Coinbase to CCS Future 0. And the reason I'm doing that is because I really wanted 2,000 Cardano in here to build on. And so I'm just going to put 300 of what I have in Coinbase in here. And then I'm going to put the remaining on Coinbase in here. And we're going to see how this works. now that I've already staked most of what I have in the wallet, once it comes into here, I should be able to just stake that additional into Paul. So let's go to Coinbase. And again, I'm doing this on the Brave browser. Okay. Go to sign in. And it's going to prompt me for my Google Authenticator, where I opened it up just now. And of course, this changes every 60 seconds, so not a big deal. And once it opens up, you'll basically be able to see everything's really low right now. So it's like definitely not selling anything. I wasn't selling anything anyway. So I'm in it for the long term, but everything is like really low right now. I mean, shit, Bitcoin was $60,000 like 30 days ago. So, I mean, Cardano $1.48, it's like freaking a steal. I want to buy more, but hey, you gotta live. So you can't spend all your money. Do not spend all your money. Do not spend your rent, mortgage, and utility bill money. All right, so I go to my portfolio. Assuming you've already created your Coinbase account, you've already bought crypto, it's basically sitting there on the centralized exchange. You want to send it to your wallet. And what I want to do is, now that I'm logged in, I have 1,030 ADA. I want to click on the Cardano, which is my portfolio of Cardano. And here's where you can say, well, where do you want to send? Or what do you want to send? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my Daedalus. I'm sorry, whoops. I'm going to go to the Daedalus wallet. And I'm going to make sure, okay, that I'm on the right wallet I want to send it to. And I want to go over here to receive. And I want to copy this receiving address. Okay, copy address. Address copied to clipboard. This is where I want to send my ADA. I'm going to go back to Coinbase. And I'm going to say, I want to send 300 ADA to either a mobile number, an email address, or what you can't see here is or address, which means the address. Control V pastes the address into this to send 300 ADA to. And $300 data to this address. I mean, that's basically all you're doing. And then you press continue. Are you sure? Meaning, don't F it up. Don't try to send Cardano to some Ether address. Don't send Cardano to someone's, Bitcoin address. Send it to the Cardano receiving wallet address. And you can see that there is an ADA network fee here. And you can see if you send it to the wrong address, again, you lose your shit. Like, there's no getting out of it. So this is always nerve-wracking as many times as I've done this. $300 ADA sent. This transaction usually takes less than 5 minutes. Tells me I have 729 ADA left, and you can see that it changed right here, left on the exchange. But now if I go down here to the Daedalus wallet, to where I sent it, to the CCS Future 0. It worked. Here is where the 300 came in, confirmed, and I have the 2060. So this is what I wanted in this wallet, because this is like for my kids, right? I know that this 2000 ADA will be by 2025, probably worth about $100,000. My daughter will be able to pay off her college loan and whatever, you know. So that's that. And the next thing I want to do is I want to go up to my future Cardano, CCS future Cardano, and I want to receive the rest of what I have sitting in Coinbase. So let's just go ahead and do it. Copy address. I'm just like going to copy it twice just to make sure the old address didn't like stay in there. Go to same 729. So I'm actually just going to send 725 because there's like a little fee that it charges. Or let me just say send all. Okay, send all. There's no reason for me to keep it on here. If you want to sell your Cardano and make money, you will have to move it back to this exchange and then process the sell. So I'm sending it there. Irreversible. It's asking me for my two-factor authentication. And you can see it just changed to 0. Pending. So even though pending, this says pending, it actually did it. And then come down here to the wallet. And see that just changed from 9,000 something to 10,428. Now the question is, does it automatically stake it to the pool that the rest of it is staked in? Let's go find out. Yes, it does. So this is interesting because I didn't realize that, and I was wondering this. You open up a wallet and you start it and you write down your passphrase and all that stuff. And you send from an exchange into that wallet, like I did at one time. And then I staked it or delegated it to a pool where I'm going to earn interest on it. And it says when you go to stake it that be aware everything in the wallet will stake. You cannot at this time split one wallet to 2 different pools. I think that's something they're going to do in the future. So now we know that if we send more to that same wallet, it automatically stakes it. It automatically stakes it. So I like that. And then this one, I added 300 and now there's 2060. And it's automatically staked to Bloom because everything inside a wallet stakes to one pool. I hope this was super informative. The sun is shining. I knew it would. The world's a playground. I'm in the clouds. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out.